let's go ahead and play this clip real quick from
Club Shay Shay.
Club Shay Shay and Chad Ochocinco.
Club Shay Shay.
And I also want you guys to notice how
Hey,
Chad
guys, it's your
Ochocinco
fan-
is scared to talk in this situation.
Shannon Sharpe.
as
Really?
well. Yeah,
Okay.
he is. You're going to notice here. We could put the speed up to like 1.5 or 1.75. And they're going to talk about the sexual marketplace.
And I'll tell you this too: professional athletes are red-pilled as fuck. They know what the fuck it is. Don't get me wrong; they still make mistakes, but
big mistakes.
Yeah, but right. But professional athletes, they know exactly what it is because they see this shit all the time.
Oh yeah. You know, you go from like not getting no bitches to all of a sudden getting bitches.
You're a
I'll tell you this.
millionaire.
What's that dude's name? Fucking the guy that won the Heisman.
Travis Hunter. Yeah,
like he's getting it
dude.
right now.
Is. Oh my god,
he's getting cooked. He's the nigga said, "Oh yeah, I canceled all my social media," but he said it on social media. I'm like, nigga, you're an idiot. But anyway, let's.
That's true. He wasn't ready for that truth. He knows they're speaking the truth.
Bro, that girl is fucking. He's an idiot, man.
Yeah.
Let's play this clip real quick, which I thought was hilarious.
Hey guys, it's your favorite dunk here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. Ocho, a woman posted a very interesting video this week. Let's take a look at it.
So there's a stat on Facebook, and basically it says men are not obsessed with women like they used to be. Y'all don't find that kind of weird?
Slow it down so you can hear what she's gonna say.
Here's another TikTok video trend. You always know when a woman starts out, can someone please explain to me?
1.25 is fine.
It's always going to be some bullshit.
Of course.
And to be honest, no, I don't find that kind of weird. So it seems to me like a lot of y'all are now starting to realize that you're either losing value or have lost value from chasing attention. And now that's something that y'all got to deal with, and y'all can't face that fact.
Ocho?
Uh-huh.
Agree, disagree, slightly agree?
I mean, it varies. It depends. You know, I think men are a little bit more now focused on just themselves. You know, focus on work, getting to the bag, and allowing the woman to be the last choice of importance, as opposed to how it was before. You know, chasing the woman, chasing, applying pressure, doing all that. And most of the time, what you have to understand too, is women put up such a front with the chasing and applying pressure, as if there's something
valuable
that's so different about them as opposed to anyone else that you deal with. But then when you actually get a hold and get
on, he's being very careful with his words.
Very, very careful. Yeah. Yep. It's almost like he's arguing semantics at this point. He's agreeing, but he doesn't want to make it sound like he's agreeing.
Yeah, he's obviously watching his words very closely. But
you can tell that's why he took long to respond.
Yeah. He knows what he wants to say.
Yeah.
But
learn that individual and you're allowed access, you come to find out, well, goddamn, I've been doing all this chasing for this, but you ain't no different than nobody else. It's all the same. You know, at the end of the day, I think men's focal point has changed from chasing women to more focusing on themselves, work, family. If that comes into play, and it's just different now. It's just different now, especially in today's era where we have a lot more women that are in. I hate using the word alpha positions, but they are the men now. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think the thing is, Ocho,
women are the men.
They a lot of women. But see, when you keep saying, I don't need a man, then you convince yourself. And then you want to be masculine because you think you can talk to, at the end of the day, that's still a man. And I'm not saying, look, I'm old and know how my grandmother and how I saw everybody raised. See, these women today, they talk about, I want to be treated like my mom and my great-grandma got to treat.
Okay, so what he's going to do here, which I see the strategy, he's going to utilize his age to substantiate his worldview.
That's right.
On women behaving like women, which is a good strategy that you can use, right? To kind of like not avoid like getting called a misogynist or a woman hater.
Sure.
Saying like, I'm old school, so this is my take on this, which is what he's going to do right now. But I find interesting that they're dancing around the topic. They're not going super hardcore, but that's fine because, look, you guys got to understand that people like this have a huge normie audience, right? Guys, we have a benefit and a privilege over here where we are fully aware of female nature. We speak freely. We say what it is. We are not chained to the same degree that a lot of these other creators are chained to.
Right.
These guys got $1 million sponsorships. They can't say certain things. They got to stay away from certain words. They got to stay away from certain topics, etc. So I'm actually impressed that they're even having this discussion, right? Live. And they did this shit live, right? I think there were like 70, 80,000 people watching when they did this. So look, this is what I call like red pill light. Fine. I'll take it all day because maybe this might spark up some thought and they'll be like, oh, well, what else? I want to learn some more about this. They find us. They find Kevin Samuels. They find Donovan. They find Andrew Tate or whatever. But this is definitely a discussion that I'm glad to see being reinvigorated in the normie world, right? Because this is absolutely normie world.
And I'll tell you something. So it appears that Club Shay Shay is dipping their toe in the red pill water. They might not be going all in. You want to know who else did this a few years back? Was Abin Preach. They did the same. They did the same thing. Now they went a little bit more. They did a little bit more with the vernacular. They actually used red pill, and guess what? YouTube smacked them on the wrist, took them off the partner program, and made them beg their way back. So listen, Club Shay Shay and Chad Ochocinco, they can talk all this red pill shit all they want to. They better be careful.
They're under ESPN.
Under ESPN. But again, like I said before, hopefully, I think hopefully the YouTube censorship chills out a bit. We'll see. Time will only tell. But it is good that they're having this discussion because, again, guys, and I kind of realized this. So the other day I reacted to Osmongold, right? He actually did a video reacting to like us talking with Andrew Wilson about Twitch streamers, female Twitch streamers. And people consider him based. Right? Like, oh yeah, he's actually based. And I was like, really? And then I watched this video reacting to us. I was like, holy shit, but he's completely blue-pilled on women. Why do I say all this? I say this to say this. We have a privilege that many men don't have. And what that privilege is red pill awareness.
Yes.
It takes many months and years to get it.
Painful.
But once you get it, right, and it's painful, you learn through hardships, you learn through others, etc. But once you get it, you look at the world completely differently.
Yeah.
And it's a privilege that very few men get to enjoy.
Yeah.
Right? And the problem is that we tend to think everyone thinks like us a lot of the times.
Yeah.
And it's not until you talk to another normie or someone else that's blue pill that you realize, oh, fuck, this is how average guys think.
Yeah.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, right?
Every kiss begins with K.
She's the boss.
I'm in the doghouse. I'm going to go to
God.
my man cave. Like, these are all phrases that we laugh at and we ridicule men for all the time. But normies don't understand this shit. So when we're over here talking about hypergamy, we're talking about bad female behavior, we're talking about XYZ, etc., right? For us, it's like red pill 101. But we're so goddamn advanced that we have to sometimes go back to the basics to teach people what the fuck it is. And then even someone like Osmongold, who people try to say is based, which he's fucking not, by the way, super centrist, I would consider him more center liberal, if anything, center left. He's over here with super blue pill takes, and people say that he's based. So that kind of gives you guys an idea of where most men fall. Unfortunately, 90% plus of men, I would argue, are fucking simps.
Yes.
And believe that women are leaders, that they're equal, etc. They believe in egalitarianism, equal blank slate equalism, etc. So again, though this is watered down red pill stuff,
it's still red pill stuff. Yeah.
And I still think it's great to get out there to the normies. And if they want to find the more real shit, obviously they'll come find us, etc. They'll have to go looking for it because we're shadow banned.
Yeah, right.
But I still do think that it's great that we have guys in the normie world, in the mainstream, talking about this shit because this is a real problem.
Yes.
Well, the thing is, they know what's real and what's not real. They're aware. They're athletes. They've been through the ringer. They know how women actually operate.
Yeah.
But because sponsors, they don't want to talk about it in that fashion, which I understand. But they know what's up.
Well, this is why.
And a lot of women watch them too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a lot of women
that's true.
watch these niggas,
and they pander. No, you're and they pander to those women. And the interesting thing is a lot of times when they delve into these red pill topics, because basically I think what Shannon Sharpe and Chad Johnson, they're having the type of conversations that athletes have behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's
almost like, okay, we can talk about this a little bit more freely. Now they're going to dip their toe in the water. We'll see what happens, but I think we're going to very quickly learn just how we're going to learn the Trump effect at this point. We're going to learn what the Trump effect is as it relates to content on YouTube, because this is a big risk for Shannon Sharpe. This is a big risk for Club Shay Shay, pointing out unflattering truths about modern women, and it's not profitable.
He's doing it in a safe manner by using his age.
Yeah, right.
Which is good. A good strategy.
If you notice, he's a woman in the video talk about this issue.
Yeah,
so he needs a man. He needs a woman.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's smart.
Yeah, they're very, very smart.
Puts pressure on them.
But it's crazy though that they have to take, because we see all these precautions that they're taking, but normies don't, right?
No.
Like we see that they purposely use the woman to talk about this. They're talking about it and they're using chilled out language. They're being very trying to be as neutral as possible.
Careful, yeah.
Like we understand where they're coming from, but the fact that they even have to take these overt steps and just can't be candid about it kind of proves and shows the climate that we're in now, where criticism of women is going to be met with censorship, contempt, and problems.
Yeah.
And I think if Shannon Sharpe uses his age, I think, hopefully, because I haven't seen this clip yet, hopefully he understands that women today are not like his grandmother. Yeah. They're just not. Like,
I think he's going to allude to that. Let's roll.
All right, yeah.
Let's see.
but y'all don't behave like that. Y'all ain't cooking. Y'all ain't cooking no meal every day. When my grandfather got home at lunch, meal on the table. He got home at dinner, meal on the table.
Damn.
He ate first.
That's right.
It wasn't no arguing back and forth. When my grandfather said they can, they did. When he said they couldn't, they couldn't.
Damn.
But y'all, I'm gonna do me. Okay, well, do you? I don't have to be a part of it. And so I think the thing is that they've convinced themselves they don't need a man until they need a man. And then you 20, now you 45, now you 50.
Damn.
Now your options are limited.
Right. Yeah. I don't think women understand that the options are limited, especially today, especially for what they want. When you look at their expectations and what they expect and what they're looking for, it's very hard. It's very hard to get.
Ocho, it's not hard. But here's the thing: what you want, gotta want you.
Ooh.
See, that's the problem. Okay, you want a guy. Oh, he need to be over 6 foot tall. Oh, he needs to make 6 figures. Oh, he need to do this.
Right.
Well, every time you throw out something that he needs to be, you a percentage, 15, 20%. So now you down to 5%. That 5% of the man that you want, that's over 6 foot tall, that has a nice body, that makes 6 figure, that's well to do. Does he want you?
Ooh, I've never heard him talk like this.
Pause.
This is insane.
Look, like I said, this is great for normie shit. Like, this is great. Like,
this dude works for ESPN, the king of, oh my God, that's incredible.
Nigga watch this with Kevin Samuels and Fresh and Fit, bro.
You feel me?
Absolutely.
Damn. Holy shit.
Absolutely, because this is something that's exclusive in the red pill circles where we talk about this asymmetric want versus what they actually deserve, right? Very few people talk about this where we have women that have an appetite for, a higher status man.
Filet mignon, right?
Yeah, literally top shelf guy, right? When you ask a girl, hey, what do you want? Even average chicks want a guy that's in the 1 percentile. But it's amazing, even all these years later, from 2020 to 2025, now that we've been doing this, that when I ask a girl, what percentage of men do you think meet these requirements?
I don't know, 40, 45, 50?
Dude, it's incredible.
It's absolutely crazy,
Some
man.
girl the other day, what percentage of guys do you think is 5'11", 300K per year or 200K per year? Oh, like 30%?
Oh my God.
Completely unaware, bro.
Incredible.
Completely like.
And the funny thing is the average woman doesn't want the average guy, right? I mean, and of course, you take all men, all men, all women, it's the average, but girls don't understand. And you ask any average girl, hey, do you want an above average man? Almost all of them. Now, what are they going to say? I want an average guy. No, but that's the problem, is that if you are average, you are not going to get an above average man. And we as men, we understand that. We understand that if we are average, if we're ordinary, guess what? We're going to get average, ordinary girls. But when you become extraordinary, then you deserve extraordinary women.
Yeah, I mean, and the fact that they're putting this out there is great, because not many people talk about this, this disparity in the men that women want versus what's actually out there.
That's right. That's right.
Not many people talk about this.
And the interesting thing is, a lot of time, and you'll ask girls all the time, like a question about guys, like what percentage of guys do you think are 6'6" and 6"? Another thing you guys ask a lot of time is what percentage of guys do you think get laid? And they're like, I don't know, 60, 70%. What modern women don't understand is that when we ask them questions about men in their worldview, in their purview, you got to understand, most men would have sex with most women, but most women wouldn't have sex with most men, right?
Very important.
Right. And so what women need to understand is that the only men that are sexually visible to them are the top 10%. And so when you ask these girls, what percentage of guys do you think are, 6'6" and 6", of course she's telling you 30%. She's telling you 30%, but she's talking about 30% of the top 10%, not 30% of the whole 100%. Women, guys, you guys have to understand that most men are sexually invisible to most women. That's just all there is to it. And that again, going to your point, that talks about that invisible competition.
Yeah. I mean, I think, I'm starting to think that's an understatement. I think they, like, almost all men are sexually invisible to them. Almost all.
Yeah.
Like, I think social media has heightened female wants.
Yep.
I think it's made them more picky, more selective. It's made them far more delusional as to where they stand in the sexual marketplace. We have average women that think that they're 8s, right? I can't believe, to this day, we even asked them, what do you rate yourself 1 out of 10? The amount of times girls said 11 is incredible to me.
Oh my God. Like, bitch, you have 2 chins. Yeah, you have two chins and you got a hair on your chin. What are we talking about?
And what I've just realized is that it's a problem. Like it's I don't know if this is like an issue in the United States or whatever, but like women chronically overestimate their sexual market value.
Yeah.
To egregious levels. Not even like reasonable. Like I'm a 7 when they're maybe a 6.
Right.
Like it's egregious. Like it's like we're talking 3, 4, 5 points up from where they really stand.
Yeah.
I'm a 10.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They're overweight. They're literally overweight.
But I'm a 10.
And they're saying that they're 10s or 8s or 9s. And I'm like, holy shit. But again, right? We have this simp economy in the United States. We have Instagram. We have filters, right? We have this body positivity movement. We have penalization for people that are critical of female fuckery.
Right.
So it's like we almost have like the perfect storm to enable bad female behavior, female delusion, an overinflated sense of self-worth. It's like we've created like the perfect fucking storm for this shit. And then guys go out there in the dating marketplace and they realize like, damn, why are women such fucking nowadays?
Yeah.
And this is why. And honestly, we only have ourselves to blame.
That's
right?
true, yeah.
The simps went out here and fucked it up for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, most women don't respect most men at all.
Right.
And I'll take it a step further. We have women getting on TikTok, literally dancing and bragging and saying, I have herpes, and if you can't take that, you don't deserve me. So
That is
something that would have been
world.
extremely shameful that they would never admit maybe 40, 50 years ago, right? Having a child out of wedlock, having an STD, being promiscuous,
multiple baby daddies,
being fat. These used to be things that were shameful.
Yeah.
Right? I talk about this. Ted Bundy, his mother, she raised him in a home that was back then in the day made for women that had children out of wedlock.
Oh,
bastard
wow.
children.
Oh, wow.
Right? And this is something that used to be like appalling. You have a kid out of wedlock, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's why you ship
were
you
looked
off.
at as like a degenerate loser. But now we applaud that.
Yes.
Matter of fact, we tell women on Father's Day that they deserve to be celebrated.
Unbelievable,
so
man.
We've completely, reversed things where things that used to be shameful and things that are embarrassing to women are now applauded.
Yep.
So what the fuck do we expect that we have all these women behaving deplorably the way that they do? Because we encourage it.
Yep.
Yeah.
There is no shame. There's no consequences. There's no negative ramifications for their behavior, right? We encourage it. The music pushes it. The culture pushes it.
I don't cook, I don't
TikTok
clean, but I still
pushes
got
it.
the ring.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like, what? I mean, who do we have to blame here? We have the simps, society, etc. So
And listen, playing off what you just said about women overvaluing themselves, right? On the other side of that, most women overvalue themselves, most men undervalue themselves,
Yeah,
and that's also
for sure.
created the power vacuum.